Hello, I am Anthony Williams, the play-by-play announcer here with Gabby and Gabby. So, we are here getting ready to watch the Solano Lady Falcons take on the Napa Valley Lady Storm here at the Solano Community College Gym. So, Gabby, what are you expecting to see here tonight?
I'm expecting to see a lot of aggressiveness. I know for a fact that there are a lot of players, or every player on Solano, that have a lot of love for the game. And I know a few of the players from Napa who also have a lot of love for the game. And I'm just actually really excited for this game to watch the results.
Yeah, Napa Valley College comes into this game with an 0-4 record in the season, and Solano College comes in 3-1. But, you know, historically, the Napa-Solano rivalry is a thing. So we have a lot of Napa Valley College fans here in the bleachers, and it's just going to tell how Solano is able to react with that crowd here, and it's going to be loud tonight. I'm really excited for this game as well.
Oh, yeah, the women's games are always loud. Everybody stays to watch the women's games. They're so exciting to watch. And like you said, the depth for Solano will come into a factor in this game because they just have so much more people than them. And we will be back very soon for the starting lineups in this game.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
And we are back, getting ready to watch an excellent game. Right now, we are going through the starting lineups for Solano, but for Napa Valley, we have number 11, Ketty Depp, number 21, Alyssa McKenzie, number 25, Kiara McKenzie, number 41, Amy Christian, and number 4, Olivia Trzynowski, starting for Napa Valley. And for Solano, we have number 11, Elizabeth Martinez, number 13, RJ Johnson, number 14, Destiny Greenwood, number 20, Cameron Hatcher, and number 21, Lizzie Rourke, or 24, Lizzie Rourke. As you see, both teams getting pumped up. And a name to know for tonight, RJ Johnson, who is the leader of this women's team. She's just so energetic and quick. Everything she does, she plays great defense, and she's just going to be all over the court. And a name for the Napa Valley College, we have Olivia Trzynowski, who used to be a member of the Solano Lady Falcons. As we get ready to watch Destiny Greenwood and Mackenzie jump for the ball. And Solano will get possession first. RJ Johnson has the ball. Gives it to Elizabeth Martinez. Martinez gives it back to Johnson. Lizzie Rourke with the ball in the paint. And she gets tangled up with number 25, Kiara McKenzie. Napa Valley will get the ball as Trzynowski has the ball. The ball gets stolen by Rourke. And the ball tipped off of Elizabeth Martinez, and it will be Napa Valley's ball.
Just slipped right through the hands there. So you see Destiny Greenwood, number 14 down there. She also plays women's volleyball for the college here for the Lady Falcons. And you can just see that reach in her wingspan. It is impressive.
Yeah, and when she goes up to block a shot, you can just see the volleyball coming into her, and she just wants to spike it to the other side of the court. As Napa Valley has the ball, Trzynowski gives it to number 21, Mick McKenzie for the shot, but misses. R.J. Johnson come down court, gives it to Hatcher. Lizzie Rourke with the ball, finds R.J. Johnson. Johnson finds Hatcher. Hatcher finds Rourke for the three, and Lizzie Rourke hits her first three-point shot of the game.
She's a good three-point shooter.
Very good. And Solano applying some pressure. And Napa Valley breaks the press. And Trisnowski being guarded by her former teammate, R.J. Johnson. And the shot is missed by Mick McKenzie. R.J. Johnson will have the ball. Gives it to Cameron Hatcher. Hatcher gives it back to Johnson. Johnson gives it to Destiny Greenwood. Greenwood gives it to Rourke. Rourke gives it to Johnson. Johnson for the three. Misses. Rebound by Destiny Greenwood. Liz Rourke gives it to R.J. Johnson. Johnson finds Rourke on the baseline, and Rourke will be fouled.
So, Gabby, I heard you saying earlier that she might be a few years older than you, but did you have the opportunity to play with Lizzie?
Yeah, I played with her my junior year, actually, and she's very good. She is a great post, and she's also very good at taking the ball down the court. She's also a very great shooter, as you guys have seen. And she is aggressive and has a lot of love for the game, as I was saying earlier.
Yeah, so Lizzie Rourke out of Vacaville High School.
Yeah, during the 2 years that I've seen Lizzie Rourke play, she's kind of a stretch forward to me, but she can also play the shooting guard position, which is very special, and she's very versatile in her game. As Greenwood gives it to Martinez in the paint, and Martinez hits the turnaround jump shot from the free throw line. As Napa Valley will come back on the other side. McKenzie missed the shot. Mick McKenzie gets a rebound as Amy Christian has the ball, gives it to Trisnowski. Trisnowski gives it to number 21, Mick McKenzie. McKenzie gives it back to Trisnowski for the three. She misses. And a battle between two Napa players for the ball. As Napa misses another shot, Solano will try to go on a fast break, but stops.
Yeah, Napa just looking a little nervous out there, and it might be because they're in, another team's gym. But with that record on the season as well, you're just hoping that they can find a little bit of confidence to make this game interesting.
Yeah, I want an interesting game, but when Lizzie Rourke is shooting like that, it's pretty hard to get any kind of competition going on. As you can see, R.J. Johnson almost coming up with the steal. It's number 25, Kiara McKenzie, gets blocked by Lizzie Rourke, and McKenzie gets the lucky turnaround shot over Lizzie Rourke. As Johnson will bring the ball to the corner. Johnson gives it to Rourke. Rourke gives it to Greenwood. Greenwood gives it to McKenzie, or Martinez, yeah. See, it's too many McKenzies.
A lot of M's tonight.
Yeah, too many M's. As Martinez has the ball, gives it to Rourke at the free throw line. Rourke misses her first shot of the game. As Trisnowski will be guarded by De Silva.
Yeah, so on top of all the M's, excuse us if we pronounce Tresnowski. Tresnowski.
Yeah, I just learned that today too. Our producer Brian helps me a lot with translating hard names. Yeah. As you can see, Napa Valley will shoot free throws. And the first one is made. And some roars from the gym as Cameron Hatcher and number 25, Stella Havea, will check into the game. And Katie Depp misses the second free throw attempt. As also, Sophia Dale checks into the game. Hatcher gives it to Havea. Havea gives it to Martinez. Martinez gives it to Dale. Dale gives it to Rourke. Rourke gives it to Hatcher. Hatcher finds Hevea. Hevea finds Martinez for the 3.
Nice shot.
And that's the first 3 I've seen her hit this season. As Wisniewski throws it up to number 2,
Great
Irvin.
defense.
As Solano gets the turnover, Sophia Dale with the easy layup. Gets it to go in.
You know, and this might be just those fresh legs getting in the game and bringing some more momentum to Solano's side. But Napa only traveled here today with 6 girls. Online, they have 6 girls posted on their roster. So it's challenging when you're running the court the entire game, and Solano is able to put a fresh set of legs in every couple minutes. And all of them have some depth on the bench, you know.
Yeah, and I know what it feels like to play 40 minutes in a game, and it doesn't feel good, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. Solano continues to put pressure on Napa Valley, trying to get them tired early in the game. And like you said, Solano, they have the ability to keep fresh legs. As number 2, Jelani Irvin hits the 3-pointer.
That looked easy for her. Maybe Napa can feed her a few more.
Solano continues to move the ball. They're just really moving the ball well, trying to get the open shot. And they get the offensive rebound. Cameron Hatcher will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, the one thing I was mentioning earlier to our staff, we saw the men not offensively rebounding, and here we see the women doing that so well.
Yeah, the men, they're smaller than most teams, so they have a hard time getting rebounds and even defensive rebounds. They give a lot of second chance points to other teams. But with the ladies, they have the size and the depth to keep their taller players like Destiny Greenwood and Elizabeth Martinez healthy. And also RJ Johnson gets down there and battles bigger people too. So they have an advantage over a lot of teams.
Yeah, RJ is small, but she plays like she's 6'3".
As you can see, Solano gets the steal. Sabrina Zerby gets the basket to go in.
Solano just keeping the pressure on this Napa team, not letting up.
Yeah, they're making it hard for their former teammate. As Wisniewski steps out of bounds. And you still hear Matt Borchert yelling at his girls, even when they're up 11 points. And doing a great job. Sophia Dale gives it to Hatcher. Hatcher gives it back to Dale. Dale gives it to Hevea. Hevea looks for Hatcher on the cut. Gets the shot to go up, but doesn't get it to go in. And a jump ball will be called.
We're going to see 4 fresh legs come into this game for Solano.
Yeah, and if you're a Napa, I know you're just looking at that like, why can't we have that?
So Napa will take a quick timeout right here. Gabby, what are you seeing so far in this game?
I'm seeing, honestly, great execution from both teams. Even though Napa doesn't have as many players, they're actually they have, I can't think of the word right now, but they're just playing great given the circumstances. And I've been there, and I know it's very hard. Solano is also playing great from the score. They're up by 11. They're great players. I mean, I kind of feel sorry for Napa, not to be rude, but I've practiced with them before, and they're very good. They're just very aggressive, every single one of them.
Yeah, they're just unfortunately at the disadvantage tonight, both height and numbers-wise.
Yeah, like you said, the depth for Solano, I've never seen this many players on one roster myself. It looks like they have extra chairs for their bench. So that just tells you how many people they have on their team.
Yeah, I don't know how many of these girls are actually active roster right now, but I have 19 names written down to represent the Solano College women's basketball team.
Yeah, most of the ladies redshirting for this year, and we will hopefully get to see them next year.
Yeah, a lot of freshmen listed. It's only, 2 sophomores?
Two.
Dusty and RJ?
Yep. No,
not Destiny.
Cassie and RJ.
Yeah.
As you can see, RJ Johnson gets the ball down low. And I believe Lizzie Rourke is a sophomore too, right?
Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah. And Napa has the ball. Irvin has the ball, penetrating, gets stripped by De Silva. De Silva dribbling down court, running with Greenwood, but the ball gets stolen. Tresnowski has a wide open lane to the hoop. Stopped by Rourke, but gets fouled. Lizzie Rourke picks up a foul, and Olivia Tresnowski will head to the free throw line.
It's funny because from where we're sitting, Rourke does not look that tall when she's standing next to Destiny Greenwood, but in reality, she has quite a few inches on the rest of the girls on that court.
Yeah, I've walked past Lizzie Rourke, and she's about a solid 5'8", 5'9", maybe taller. But yeah, she's definitely not small. And Greenwood, she just looks tall, so
yeah,
I'm not gonna go there.
Lizzie has a lot of muscle on her as well.
Yeah, Lizzie Rourke definitely bigger than most girls, and she could definitely handle her business inside or outside of the free throw line or 3-point line.
So we saw Solano there with just a little bit of mishandling on the ball. I think they were getting excited and just rushed it down the court. Didn't have all the control they were hoping to. So, Napa needs to capitalize on that right now, because if Solano's going to make errors on their own, then that's their opportunity to get some points in.
Yeah, and we always see that from Solano. They could start off really hot, but then they have a dead moment for about 3 or 4 minutes, and they just, get off their game. Sabrina Zerby gets the rebound and pushes it down court. She slows the ball down, passes it to Havea. Havea gives it to Johnson. Johnson gives it to Dell. Dell for the 3-point shot, misses. Rebound by Elizabeth Martinez. Martinez goes up strong, misses. Rebound by Mick McKenzie, as she gives it to Tresnowski. Tresnowski uses the screen, gets Sabrina Zerby switched onto her, as Dale was looking for the steal but overran it, and Mick McKenzie cannot capitalize on it. As Sophia Dale runs up court, stops and pops, and hits the jump shot.
We hear a lot of noise from the stands for who was that? I apologize.
Ooh, Irvin just can't get the layup to go in, and yeah, like you said, the noise in this building right now is, it's getting up there. But I know when Cassandra 2 years ago, and whenever she hit a 3, it would just go crazy. Like the whole building would go crazy, especially when she broke the record for most 3-point shots in the season, beating her older sister, Audrey. And yeah, so I'm used to the noise by now.
Yeah. Audrey was actually playing here at Solano College back when I was playing volleyball at Solano College, and we all went to Vanton together as well. So I've been watching these girls play for a long time, and it is exciting to see them play. Cassandra and I were actually in knee rehabilitation group together, both with ACL surgeries, and I watched her take her first jumps a couple months ago. So I am just rooting for a strong recovery, because I know this is a hard thing to deal with, especially while still playing in college. So all the best luck to her on this recovery, because, man, those sisters are exciting to watch play.
So speaking of ACL injuries, what did you have to go through during your rehab?
Oh, well, so I am on month 6 right now of ACL rehab, and I just got to start jumping this week. So it is a long process that you have to be committed to, but you know, I want to play again, so I'm going to work as much as I can to get healthy.
Yeah, and when you're a basketball player, you're basically running and jumping most of the time, so you definitely have to really take it slow if you're Cassandra and not rush back at any time.
Yeah, I saw how eager she was to get back into things, and our doctor just had to remind her, like, you know, this is a process, so in time it will happen, and you will get there. All right, well, we have 39 seconds left in the first quarter with Solano in the lead, 21-10. And we are just excited to be here tonight. It's Gabby Smith's first time broadcasting for Solano Sports Broadcasting Network, and she is doing great.
Yeah, just a little bit nervous over here.
But she was a Vaca High School 2-year varsity basketball player and was the standout player her senior season. I might be a little biased, but she rocked it.
Well, thanks.
As you see, Sophia Dale drilling a three-point shot. And number 5, Vay Lottie, will get called for a blocking foul. All right, actually, it was...
Yeah, I think they called a travel on number 2 from Napa.
Either traveling
Irvin.
or offensive foul. It was one of them. Solano will get the ball back as...
A little deflection goes in favor of Napa.
As Tresnowski with the step through. Nice basket from Olivia Tresnowski. As Sophia Dell pushes the ball. Finds Cameron Hatcher, gives it back to Adele. As Lottie puts up a three-point shot of her own to beat the buzzer, and it goes in. Great job by the Lady Falcons. So, after one quarter, the score is 27-12. Solano with the 15-point lead. And Gabby's, how are you feeling right now?
I just am, you know, as Gabby was saying earlier, Napa is not a bad team. They have some talent on their team. They are just undersized and have such a small bench that they're just getting tired so quickly. So I think Solano's going to end up dominating these next 3 quarters, especially if Coach just keeps bringing in fresh legs. But either way, these girls seem to be aggressive, seem to still be playing hard, and Napa, you know, hasn't gave up. So it's fun for me to watch.
Yeah, Napa just keeps bringing it right at them. Not actually doing too bad.
Yeah, and so with Solano being up 15 points, getting out to an early lead is very important for Solano, because with them getting out to an early lead and them applying pressure to the Lady Storm, they're making them tired. And like you said, they only have 6 people. So if they could get tired early and get the better advantage, then Solano can definitely rest players like RJ Johnson and Destiny Greenwood, and they won't have to play as many minutes tonight, because they do play again Thursday against Merritt College, and that should be a very exciting game to see.
So as we mentioned earlier, Solano College has 3 sophomores on their team this year, and Napa has 2 on the roster, but Trineski is new to this Napa Valley College team. So in reality, they only have one senior player, one player with seniority on this team, if you will.
Yeah, Tresnowski, who is at the free throw line right now, she played her freshman year with the Lady Falcons, and now she's in her sophomore year.
But she's new to the team, and they're all a new group together. Yeah, none of them playing in high school together.
Yeah, and with Audrey Lyles being out, she was the leading scorer. And next up is Tresnowski with 6.9. And seeing her her former teammates has to be kind of nerve-wracking, and seeing your old coach, you know, who basically taught you most of the things that you know in college basketball right now. Sophia Dell gets the steal. She passes it to Hatcher. Hatcher thinks about it, gives it back to Dell, gives it to number 23, Gillian Glenn. As Liz Rourke penetrates, dishes it off to Lottie. Lottie shoots it, misses, and the ball was tipped out by the Lady Storm.
So see fresh legs coming in for Solano. And
yeah, so Solano misses the jump shot, rebound by Tresnowski. Tresnowski gives it to McKenzie. McKenzie goes up and is fouled. Kiara McKenzie will head to the free throw line. Kiara McKenzie averaging 6 points per game and shooting 60% from the free throw line this season as she hits the first free throw. And De Silva will check out of the game. As Brianna Zerby will check into the game along with Glenn. And Destin Greenwood gets a rebound but loses the ball out of bounds. And it looks like she was fouled on the play, but the ref didn't call it. As McKenzie inbounds the ball. Tresnowski gets the ball, gives it to McKenzie. McKenzie gives it to Depp. Depp looking to penetrate against Zerby. The ball is stolen by R.J. Johnson. Sabrina Zerby with the ball. Throws it up to Elizabeth Martinez. Martinez finds Johnson. Johnson finishes the fast break layup. As Napa trying to push the ball. Tresnowski has the ball, gives it to Depp. Depp is surrounded by Solano players. And Lizzie Rourke came up with the steal.
And a foul on number 11, Katie Depp from Napa will be called, holding foul.
As Glenn inbounds it to R.J. Johnson. Johnson gives it back to Glenn. Glenn gives it to Zerby. Zerby gives it to Martinez. Martinez gives it to Glenn. Glenn finds Rourke. Rourke with the rip through.
There's that muscle Gabby was talking about earlier.
Yeah, she's very aggressive.
Yeah, Rourke will inbound the ball. She finds Glenn in the corner for three. Misses, rebound by Rourke. Rourke throws it to Zerby. Zerby throws it out to R.J. Johnson. Johnson patiently setting up the offense. He gives it to Zerby. Zerby finds Rourke. Rourke gives it to Glenn down low. Glenn penetrates, gives it to Johnson in the corner. Johnson gives it to Zerby for the three. Zerby misses. Rebound by McKenzie. As Kiara McKenzie has the ball. Gives it to Tresnowski. Tresnowski gives it to Depp. Depp finds McKenzie. McKenzie. Oh my God, this is so confusing. McKenzie misses the layup. R.J. Johnson pushes it up to Zerby. And a kicking call will be called on Amy Christensen. I'm getting so tongue-tied with all these Mick and McKenzie's. With a score of 32-15 with 7 minutes left in the half. Solano is up by 17 and now up by 20 after the Glenn three-point shot. And Solano continuing to put pressure on Tresnowski. Tresnowski throws it up to Christensen, and Christensen makes it over Liz Rourke. Rourke gives it to Martinez. Martinez finds Glenn on the cut, and Glenn will turn the ball over. Tresnowski throws it up to Irvin, but the ball is stolen. And Elizabeth Martinez gets called for a travel. Kiara McKenzie will inbound the ball. She's looking for somebody. Sophia Dell guarding Irvin. As McKenzie will set up the offense. She finds Irvin. As Jeloni Irvin looking to take Sophia Dale. Goes up for the mid-range shot. Misses. Rebound by R.J. Johnson. Johnson pushing the ball up court. Finds Zerby. Zerby gives it to Dale. Dale gives it back to Johnson. Johnson finds Zerby somehow. Zerby gives it to Dale, but the ball is tucked away. Dale has the ball, gives it to Johnson. Johnson gives it back to Dale. Dale gives it to Jillian Glenn. Glenn gives it to Zerby. Zerby finds Dale across court. Dale for the three, misses. Rebound by Havea. Havea gives it out to Zerby. And Zerby will take her time. Gives it to R.J. Johnson. Johnson gives it back to Zerby. Zerby gives it back to Johnson. Johnson orchestrating the offense. Gives it to Jillian Glenn. Glenn finds Johnson for the three. And Johnson hits the three-point shot. And now Napa Valley throws the ball out of bounds due to the pressure that Solano has been applying.
And we'd quickly just like to thank everyone watching at home from Solano College Sports Network. We are just thrilled to be here and have this opportunity to broadcast to you. So thanks for tuning in. And we are live right now.
Yeah, our producer, Brian Nelson, is in our ear right now. And we just seen Havea throw up a three-point shot. Tresnowski throws it up to Mick McKenzie. Mick McKenzie with the pump fake, goes up, misses. Rebound by number 1, Jessica Rapola. As R.J. Johnson passes it to Havea in the post. Havea throws it out to Rapola. Rapola for the three, and she hits her first shot of the game. Tresnowski being guarded by R.J. Johnson. As Mick McKenzie has the ball. Gives it to Depp. Depp finds Tresnowski. Tresnowski for the three-point shot. Off the backboard, misses. Rebound by Christensen. She goes up and gets the basket to go in.
This Napa team is still battling. They are down by, excuse my math, 22 points. Hey guys, I studied English in college. They're down by 22 points, but they are still out there battling.
As Jessica Rapola turns down a three-point shot, gives it to Havea. Havea turns the ball over, trying to find Zerby down low. As Mick McKenzie gives it to McKenzie. McKenzie being guarded by Rapola. Rapola doing a great job. McKenzie almost hits the basket. As it will be Napa Valley's ball.
From where I was sitting, I thought it was white ball, but she's closer, and she makes the money. I don't.
I wish I made that type of money, or just extra money.
Yeah.
And Cassandra Jones, who just checked into the game, gets a steal, and Sabrina Zerby gives it to Jessica Rapola for the easy layup. Great fast break execution by Solano.
Looks like Napa's getting frustrated a little bit to me.
or tired.
Yeah, and that.
But Olivia Triznuski says take that and gets the and one layup to go in. They're really making Triznuski work for her points tonight. And it's going to be kind of exciting to see how Napa Valley comes out for the second half with them only having 6 players and not getting the appropriate rest that they need. As Triznuski misses the free throw and a foul will be called, or a lane violation will be called on Jessica Rapola. And Triznuski gets another chance and hits the free throw. And Sabrina Zerby has the ball, finds number 21,
That was
Sierra
wide
Chapman,
open.
down low, and she was wide open. She could have took at least 3 more seconds, just to put that layup up.
I remember playing against Sierra in high school, and she's one scary player to play against. She's good down low. She's a great ball handler and a great three-point shooter.
Yeah, we seen her chuck up a couple of threes this season.
Yeah, you never know what she's going to do.
As she gets fouled by Depp, and Chapman will the foul was on the floor, so Solano will inbound the ball.
So we go into the timeout now. Solano still leading 45-22, and with this lead, Coach for the Falcons is able to get some of his non-starters in on the floor, and they are doing a pretty good job so far. I think that with Napa's exhaustion, they're just able to capitalize. Not that any of these non-starters are weak players, but Solano is, like I've said over and over, they are fresh, and this Napa team is worn out, but they are still trying. So it's fun to watch this little matchup we have going on right now. It seems to be a little more equal in level, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I get what you're saying. And like you said, Solano, they have so much depth that right now they don't have any starters in the game, with Sierra Chapman starting a couple of games, but other than that, they have 4 other people who don't really get as much playing time, but with the depth that they have and the lack of depth that Napa has, they're able to rotate players like this. As Chapman shoots the ball, misses.
And we're seeing Cassandra Jones, who we were talking about earlier in the game now, just with that knee taped up, but she's in there and she's playing, and it's fun to see her get this opportunity.
As Jessica Rapola with another 3-point shot, and she gets it to go in. As Triznuski, you could tell she's really tired. She's walking up court, jogging, and she doesn't seem to have much energy. As Sabrina Zerby penetrating, dishes off to Kayla Fernando, and Fernando gives it to Chapman for the layup. As Triznuski being guarded by Sabrina Zerby. Katie Depp with the ball. Depp gives it to Irvin. Irvin gives it to McKenzie. And the ball is almost stolen by Zerby. Depp has the ball, and this time it is stolen by Zerby. Zerby looking to pass it, goes up for the free throw line. Shot, and she hits the shot.
Great shot. She has been shooting really, really well tonight.
And Triznuski constantly getting pressured. She finds the stands on that pass, looking for Katie Depp, and Solano will get possession of the ball. Kayla Fernando will inbound the ball. Sabrina Zerby taking her time, walking up court. Zerby finds Jones. Jones gives it to Fernando. Fernando gives it to Zerby. They're trying to find Cassandra for the three-point shot. Almost got it to her for a wide-open three, but the ball is tipped by Angeloni Irvin.
Solano up by 30 now with 30 seconds left.
Interesting. As Kayla Fernando will inbound the ball. And she finds Sabrina Zerby. Zerby finds Jones. Jones gives it back to Zerby. Zerby gets the ball deflected, and Angeloni Irvin will come up with the steal. As number 25, Mackenzie has the ball. Missed the layup. Rebound by Chapman. Gets the ball stolen. Mackenzie really hustling out there. And Mackenzie was fouled, but it was on the floor, so Napa Valley will inbound the ball. Napa gets the ball in. Mackenzie with the pump fake. And Lottie comes up with the steal. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. And she hits another buzzer-beating shot. That must be her thing tonight because that's 2 in a row, both in the first half. And Solano up with a very big lead, 54-22. So, Gabby, what did you like that you've seen from Solano in this game so far?
I really like how fast-paced they are, and I love how they execute every single play in everything they do. They have great defense and also great offense, so they're well-rounded. I see them taking the
conference?
Yeah, the conference. I see them taking it all the way. They're a great team.
Yeah, especially with the fire that coach puts under their butt. You know, they are up by however big of a lead this is, and he's still over there yelling at them, grilling them, and not in a negative way. He just really knows these girls can do great things, and I think that if they continue to play aggressively and work hard the rest of this season, we're going to see a pretty interesting thing happen in this conference, Bay Valley Conference tonight, or this year. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, it's been a fun game so far, and I'm excited to see the second half. Hopefully Napa can get a little breath in, come out feeling fresher than they were in that second quarter, and battle with the Solano team.
Yeah, like you said, Napa needs their breath, but I know one thing, Solano is definitely fresh. And with that being said, with the score of 54-22, Solano up by 28 at the half. We will be back shortly with the second half.
You keep telling me to make it, yeah, to the spot where we would stay lit, and finish bottles never wasted, yeah, 'cause that's where I'm from.
Hi, welcome to another edition of On Campus. I'm your host, Jade Horter, and today we have special guest, Destiny Greenwood. So, Destiny, why did you choose Solano over all the other local colleges?
I chose Solano because, one, it was closer to home. I did go to Rodriguez, so that's like down the street. Also, I did have an ACL injury, so it was smarter to stay local rather than go somewhere far and then come back for my doctor's appointments and my physical therapy.
So how did you take the news that you tore your ACL?
Well, first, they diagnosed me saying that I tore my PCL and that I can come back in 2 weeks, but when it happened, I was playing basketball, so after I came back for 2 weeks, I thought I could play. I actually buckled on the court, and then after that, I went to go get an MRI, and they said that I tore my ACL.
Wow. That's sad. I'm really sorry that happened, but
It's okay.
You're here now. So how do you balance basketball and volleyball?
With the two sports, it's kind of hard because since it is volleyball season, I do have to practice every day, and then for basketball, I practice on Mondays and Thursdays. So between that, when I didn't have practice, I would be doing homework, and trying to study because on the weekends I do work also on Saturdays and Sundays.
Wow. So you're really busy then.
am.
I just want to say congratulations on a perfect season.
Thank you.
What do you think were the key points for you and your team to have gone undefeated?
I believe the key points were just sticking together as teammates, more importantly as sisters. We do all come together as sisters. Like, it's not even a team, we're family. And also, when we make a mistake, you have to just brush it off and like let that other person pick you back up.
Wow. I also want to congratulate you again on making first team all conference. What does that mean to you?
That means so, like, a lot to me. Like, words can't even describe, because when I did take a year off for my ACL injury, I was working hard and trying to strengthen my legs to get better, and basically all of that hard work paid off. And I'm proud to say that I can see it in me, that I'm getting stronger, and the conference also saw that.
Okay, so Destiny, what are your plans after Solano?
My plans after being here is to eventually go on to a 4-year to play either basketball or volleyball. I still don't know which sport I really want to further on my career in, but at this point it's like which school will offer the most money, like for a full ride scholarship, and whatever one I'm down for.
Gotcha. Well, good luck on the recruitment. I wish you all the best, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Welcome to another episode of On Campus. I'm your host, Marjorie Anderson, and today I'm joined with special guest, Mrs. Celia Esposito Noy, Superintendent President here at Solano College. Celia, what brought you here to Solano College as the Superintendent President?
Well, I saw this as a great opportunity to serve the community. This is a college that is really part of my community. I've lived in Solano County since 1998. And I've always driven outside of the county and worked at other colleges. So when this opportunity became available, I thought this is really a chance for me to work really in the community that I call home.
And that's super great. We're glad to have you here. So tell me, how was your experience in college? What led you to be in education?
Well, I always tell students that I really had no career plans or path other than I thought I would go to law school, and I thought I would study civil rights and educational law. But I decided early on that probably law school wasn't going to work for me, and so I really didn't know what I would do next. I ended up working at Chabot College in Hayward, running the tutoring center. That was my first introduction to community college, and after about 3 years there, I went on to graduate school to Stanford to study in administration, policy analysis, and higher education. And at that point, it really solidified for me that really I wanted to stay in higher ed, and this was a career path for me.
So I'm sure being the superintendent president is really busy. So tell me, how do you manage to balance your personal life with being a superintendent president?
Well, that's what a lot of people always ask about, sort of that work-life balance. And, you know, I don't strive for that because I don't know what that looks like. When I'm here, I'm 100% here. I will be here as many hours in a day as I need to be here to feel as if I've attended to the business that needed to get done that day. When I am home, I'm also here because on the weekends and evenings I'm attending to emails, I may have phone calls, I'm attending events. But when you take on a job like this, you know that it's 24/7. And so you expect that really your social life will become part of your work life and your work life part of your social life, and you just make it work.
Well, you sound very dedicated. I strive to be like you when I grow up. So how do you like to spend your free time when you do have free time?
Well, that is a challenge. I play tennis, so I started playing tennis again. I will go to theater productions, to sporting events. I like to spend time with friends that I ordinarily don't get to see any longer. I also have family in the Bay Area that I help take care of. So there are plenty of things to keep me busy when I'm not at work.
So when you're getting ready for work and you're in the car driving, what is your music playlist? What is your go-to song that you like to listen to?
Okay, so that depends on my mood and what I'm heading into. I would say I have a very eclectic collection and preference on music. I love the 1990s rap, Heavy D and Tupac, the classics. But I also listen to the Broadway channel. And I know a lot of the musical soundtracks because I did musical theater for about 7 years. So I also listen to that. And then sometimes I'm listening to MSNBC. And so I am one of those people in the car, even in a 20-minute ride, I'll probably push 6 buttons over the course of 3 to 5 minutes until I find something that I can listen to.
Well, that's pretty cool. You sound like me. I have like a little mixture I have going on when I come here. So, what do you enjoy most about being the president here at Solano College?
This is a great place with great people. From the moment I got here, I knew that people wanted some change to happen, and everybody's been a great part of that. And that's all I can ask for, is that when you're a president superintendent, you never do this work alone. It really is dependent on everyone, and that includes students and staff, faculty, the community, managers, and this has just been a great place where we could make things happen, and in particular, make change happen. And that was really an important part of my work here.
And I'm so glad that you mentioned change, because I really wonder, where do you see Solano College in about 5 to 10 years?
Well, one of the first things that we wanted to do was really make sure that we had repaired our relationship with the community. I think we had been a college that had overcommitted and under-delivered, and I think we had done that with students as well. So one of the first things we're working on is really cleaning up how we deliver services, some of the basics. What does registration look like? Is that an easy process for students? How do we communicate with students just basic messages? So those are some of the fundamental things that we need to do. Next is what we've already started doing, which is developing new programs, and in particular programs that will get students either transferred within a reasonable amount of time and or into a career. So that's the next big plan, and we've already begun that. In 5 or 10 years, we should really be a college that hopefully will offer 2 bachelor degrees. I'm hoping that we will expand some of our outstanding programs that we have here in career and technical education, in the sciences. I'm hoping that by next year we get a medical school pathway program going, similar to what we have currently with the law school pathway. So this is a great place, full of opportunities. There's a lot of good energy. And so I think in 5 and 10 years, there are things that will happen that we don't even know exist yet.
Well, gee golly, I want to come back and be another student.
Well, come back and be a faculty member. How's that?
Yeah, definitely. So I know that a couple of years ago, I was stalking your Facebook, and I noticed that you took a trip to Morocco. How was that?
Well, that's the last trip that I've taken abroad. So that was 10 years ago. And that was a trip that my husband and I did with a group where we went to Spain, Portugal, Gibraltar, and Morocco. And Morocco is quite an interesting place because it really brings together cultures from Africa and Europe. Morocco is about a 30-minute ride on a ferry from southern Spain. So you see a lot of influence of both Spain and Africa in the food at both locations, in the architecture. But it also, by going to Morocco, gives you a very different non-Western perspective. And I was really looking forward to that. And so it was a very interesting opportunity. I love to haggle at the marketplace, and because I did that, we purchased an incredible rug, handmade rug, that was retailing for probably $3,500, and I was able to haggle it down to $1,200. So I was very proud that I was able to do that in Morocco, and it's really a beautiful piece of artwork that hangs on our wall. So a great opportunity. Probably be another 10 years before I get to travel like that. but it's always a wonderful opportunity to see how worlds really are so much alike.
That sounds amazing. I wish I could go there eventually. That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Well, Celia, thank you for stopping by the Solano
Absolutely.
College Sports Network.
Sure.
And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
Whether you're commentating a live game
Or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.
Hello, I am Anthony Williams, back for the second half with both Gabby and Gabby here joining me tonight. Solano up 54-22, 28-point lead. And what have you guys seen from Solano that you really liked in this game?
I've just seen aggressiveness in this game, and on both offense and defense. We see these girls rebounding, following their shots, getting in there on the offensive rebound, and also making sure they're up there in the paint while the other team is shooting. So just being aggressive and really being aware of the ball movement. I'm impressed. You know, junior college, these girls are younger than a lot of other teams, and it's just really exciting to see how developed their basketball IQ is.
What about you, Gabby?
I agree. Just so much aggressiveness from both teams, and I just want to say props to Napa for keeping up the aggressiveness and just keeping on it. Even though they're down by so many points, they just keep pushing it on Solano.
And as you just seen, Elizabeth Martinez with the mid-range jump shot, but nice execution and ball movement by Solano. As you can see, Napa has the ball. Napa trying to dribble, penetrate the Solano defense, but it's not happening. And RJ Johnson comes up with the steal. And Cameron Hatcher cannot complete the fast break layup, and it will be Napa Valley's ball. And Olivia Tresnowski has the ball. And RJ gives her a free lane, but she still misses the jump shot. Destiny Greenwood with the ball. Cameron Hatcher has the ball, gives it to RJ Johnson. Johnson gives it to Lizzie Rourke. Rourke gives it back to Johnson. Johnson gives it back to Hatcher. Hatcher gives it back to Johnson for the three. Misses. Rebound by Mick McKenzie. As the ball is stolen by Elizabeth Martinez. RJ running with her, gives it back to Martinez, and Martinez finishes the layup. Tresnowski being pressured by RJ. RJ putting a body on her. Depp has the ball, gives it to Tresnowski. Tresnowski gives it to McKenzie. And the ball is stolen by Cameron Hatcher. Hatcher gives it to Johnson. Johnson gives it to Rourke. Rourke gives it to Johnson. Johnson to Hatcher. Hatcher to Rourke. Rourke to Johnson. Johnson for the three. Misses. Rebound by Cameron Hatcher. And RJ will reset. RJ gives it to Hatcher. Hatcher to Martinez for the mid-range shot, and it goes in.
We see Solano just passing the ball a lot so far in these first few minutes of the third quarter. They're just working on ball control, making good passes, making sure everyone on the team gets a touch on the ball, and making the smartest decision they can when it comes to what they're putting in the hoop.
Yeah, right now it just seems like they're running plays and trying to execute more than really trying to score the basketball. And for Gabby, what do you see that Napa really has to do to really improve in this game?
I honestly, they're doing a good job, but I think they just need to push more on their offense. And I like how they dropped back into a 2-3. I don't think they were in that in the first half.
No.
Yeah, I think that might actually work for them. And, yeah, just on offense, they have to really push it.
Yeah, thank you, Gabby and Gabby.
Yeah, so we have a McKenzie, a McKenzie, then a Martinez, which is another M
and
to put
Martinez.
on you, a Trevnowski, and then you got Gabby and Gabby sitting next to you.
It's a Gabby sandwich.
Yeah, a whole bunch of names to remember.
But you were doing a great job, and thank you to everyone watching at home. We are here at Solano College on the Solano College Sports Network. Destiny Green will draw the foul for the Solano College Falcons, who are taking on the Napa Valley Storm.
Yeah, and I know as a volleyball player, you love seeing another volleyball player like Destiny Greenwood excel in another sport.
I do. It is just, I watched her all season with the volleyball team, being such a key player for that team, and then I come over here and see her having such a great, a significant role on this team as well. It is just so exciting to see, and I am one of her biggest cheerleaders out here tonight.
Yeah, and you can see the volleyball skills really come into her basketball skills too. She's very athletic, can jump out the building, and the long arms she can contest many jump shots and layups coming her way.
Yeah, and she's only a freshman, folks, if you did not already know that. She is a freshman. So if Solano is lucky, they are going to have her for another year here to represent both teams.
Yeah, and another year under Matt Borchardt's coaching can really help out for the young Destiny Greenwood.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of college programs now allowing their athletes to play more than one sport. So if that is an option for her at the next level as well, it'll be exciting to see what she does.
As Lizzie Rourke has the ball. Sophia Dale passes it to Sabrina Zerby. Zerby gives it back to Dale. Dale looking to penetrate, gives it to Stella Havea, and Havea finishes the basket. As McKenzie has the ball, being guarded by Greenwood, and she runs into Lizzie Rourke, full-on collision.
Yeah, talking to Professor Patero during the break, she had all the great things to say about Lizzie Rourke. Just a wonderful student in the classroom, working hard, always prepared, and it's evident she does the same thing for her basketball team. She's out here working hard. It looks like she prepared for this game today because she knows where to be on the court.
Oh yeah, Matt Borchard, he's going to make sure his girls are doing great in the classroom, and on the court, and even, you know, in their social life too, making sure they're okay and just really helping out all around.
Yeah, he fosters these relationships with the girls on our team. It's really neat to see the girls who've came out of this program over the years and how close they still are.
Napa Valley was the last to touch the ball on that possession, and Solano will retain possession. And Sabrina Zerby looking to inbound the ball, gives it to Stella Havea. Havea gives it to Dale. And Dale is fouled by Angeloni Irvin. Sabrina Zerby will inbound the ball once again. And Zerby gives it to Havea. Havea gives it to Dale. Dale gives it to Zerby. Zerby looking to penetrate. Backs out, gives it to Dale. Dale passes it to De Silva. De Silva finds Rourke down low. Rourke goes up for the three and catches it all net. Olivia Tresnowski will be guarded by Sabrina Zerby. Tresnowski driving to the hole, passes out to McKenzie. McKenzie for the mid-range shot, misses. Rebound by Sophia Dale. Dale finds Rourke. Rourke misses the shot. Rebound by De Silva, and the ball bounces off her head and goes out of bounds.
I think she thought there was a touch there by Napa, so she didn't even look up.
Yeah, because she lost the ball, obviously, and just hit her in the head and goes out of bounds.
Just hit her in the head.
As Kiera McKenzie passes it to Christensen. Christensen gives it to Irvin. Irvin finds Mick McKenzie. Mick McKenzie trying to dribble, gives it to Tresnowski. Tresnowski for the deep three. Misses. Rebound by Angelina Irvin, but the ball goes to the Lady Falcons as Sophia Dale pushes it, goes coast to coast, misses the layup. Rebound by Mick McKenzie, gives it to Kiera McKenzie. And McKenzie will slow the pace down. McKenzie trying to dribble against De Silva. Gives it to Mick McKenzie. As the wonderful pump fake gets Rourke in the air but misses. Rourke gives it to Sophia Dale. Dale looking to penetrate. Goes up and gets the layup to go in. Tresnowski passes up to Irvin. Irvin gives it to McKenzie. McKenzie is trapped, and a jump ball will be called, and it will be Napa Valley's ball.
Just a quick, cool little side note I'm realizing after looking at the Solano women's roster. Every school in the SCAC, which is the high school conference in Solano County, is represented on this Solano women's basketball team. So all of these girls have played each other for years, and now we're coming together to be on this team and represent Solano well. We have Bethel, Vanden, Fairfield, Rodriguez, Benicia, American Canyon, and Vallejo high schools, as well as Vacaville High School and Armio, which these schools play in preseason. So all these girls have seen each other for 4 or 5 years now, and they're playing together flawlessly with a 71-25 lead over Napa.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you said that, because it makes you wonder, like, what were they like in high school? Did they, have some bad blood with another teammate possibly, and when they came here, it was like, oh, it's okay. But something to think about.
Yeah, it's definitely a change, because when I came to play volleyball at Solano College, I was on a team with girls I'd played against in high school, and for the most part, there wasn't bad blood, but it was funny to talk a little smack. I had a pretty good couple years over at Vanden, so I bragged a little bit to those girls on my team.
Hey.
And, our Vanden representative, Cassandra Jones, Vanden's women's basketball team has just been phenomenal. Won state last year, so I can only imagine the little talking these teammates have out there.
Yeah, if you have bragging rights, why not brag? As Sierra Chapman finds Jillian Glenn down low for the basket.
These girls are just working hard together to eventually be able to brag together as a Solano College team. And I think if they keep playing as aggressive as they have tonight, they're going to have a good shot at being able to brag.
Yeah, they'll be able to brag when they get another banner hung up in the rafters. As you can see, many banners in the Solano gym representing the women's basketball, and what a tremendous job Matt Borcher has done with this program. As Olivia Tresnowski throws it off the backboard and got her on rebound. And Jillian Glenn will inbound the ball for Solano. And the substitution is made. Kiera McKenzie will come in for Olivia Tresnowski. As Sophia Dell brings the ball up court. Dell gives it to Lottie. Lottie gives it to Cassandra Jones. Jones gives it to Dell. Dell finds Glenn for the three, misses. Rebound by Kiera McKenzie. McKenzie is looking for a teammate to pass the ball to. She finds Depp, and Depp will go out of bounds. Great defense by Violotti. And Sophia Dell brings the ball up court, finds CJ in the corner, and she hits the three-point shot. First three-pointer of the game for Cassandra Jones.
And we heard that roar from the crowd you were talking about earlier. She has a big fan base out here. I saw her sister walking around, said hello to her, and told her we were bragging on her sister a little bit. She broke that record that was created by her sister.
As you see, Sophia Dell with a beautiful crossover, and she almost blew the layup. That's why she had to look back at it. And Solano now up by 53 points. Still in the third quarter. And Kiera McKenzie is being heavily guarded by Violotti. And Solano continues to make rotational substitutions. Solano going deep into that rotation. We might not see the starters play in this game again tonight. And Napa Valley will be called for a 5-second count. As Sabrina Zerby has the ball. She finds Elizabeth Martinez in the post. Martinez puts a move on her with the up and under and goes straight to the basket and gets the basket to go in. Olivia Tresnowski has the ball. Being guarded by Violotti, gives it to Kiera McKenzie. Kiera McKenzie holding the ball. Goes to the basket. Misses the layup. Sabrina Zerby with the rebound. Zerby finds Martinez. Martinez for the layup. Gets it to go in.
So with a little less than 30 seconds left in this third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, Gabby, what does Napa's coach tell his girls at this point? Solano has an 82-25 lead.
At this point, I just think that there's so that they don't have enough players to execute what he needs to be executed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't really think there's anything he can tell them except go play. Like, they have to just go have fun now. I feel like they're trying too hard and not letting themselves flow together.
Yeah, I think, you know, when you get to this point, you allow yourself to get a little defeated, and obviously, realistically, a comeback at this point it's not likely, but you have to stay positive and you have to still go out there and, like you said, try to have fun at least, knowing that this season is just going to be one of those seasons that you struggle through, but hopefully next year it will make you stronger and make you better. And there's a few young girls on that team, so they're going to have the opportunity to come back and hopefully just build from all of this.
Yeah, I have definitely been put in this situation, and it's frustrating, but I just tell myself, go out there and do what you do. Like, just play this game for the game. Have as much fun as you can. There's not really anything you can do except hit the gym the next day and practice and practice.
Yeah, like you said, they really can't come back at this point, being down 57 points right now. So comeback is least likely to happen. But like you said, all they can do is really have fun and just play the rest of the quarter out and, you know, just go back to the drawing board and try something new.
And so, Anthony, what do you think that Coach Matt told his girls during this little break right there?
Well, me knowing Borcher, it was most likely execute and just have fun.
Yeah, don't let things get sloppy here in this fourth quarter. Stay sharp, stay clean.
You hear Coach Matt still getting on him.
Yeah,
he's still calling plays.
However many points they have, he never looks at the points. It's just how the girls play, and he just wants the best for them, you know?
Definitely. And I mean, just from looking at who I've seen in my few years being around the Solano community, he produces next level athletes. I mean, he continues to send girls to the next level over and over again. And if you want to play at the next level, it might not be Division I, but he's going to find a place for you where you'll have that opportunity.
Yeah, I've known him for a really long time, and over the years, I never heard of Solano women's basketball having a bad team. He's just such a great coach all around.
That's Kayla Fernando. The bank is open. She banks that one in off the backboard. And Angeloni Irvin has the ball. She finds Amy Christensen, but misses. Rebound by Fernando. She passes it to Sabrina Zerby. Zerby gives it to Fernando. Fernando to Rapola. Rapola to Cassandra Jones. Jones to Glenn. Glenn to Zerby. Zerby for the three. Misses. Rebound by Irvin. Irvin throws it up to Tresnowski. Tresnowski with the fast break layup. Blows it. Rebound by Sabrina Zerby. Zerby to Rapola, but gets tipped. Now to Rapola for the three. Rapola misses. And it will be Napa Valley's ball.
Yeah, I always forget, Gabby, that Coach Matt has got to see you play for a while. Gabby's older sister, Cheyenne Rinkin, played here at Solano College in 2010 and 2011. Yeah?
2012, I think.
2011 and 2012.
Yeah.
And was quite a standout player on her team when she was here. Now a professional MMA fighter.
Wow.
But still has a relationship with Coach Matt. She came in this season and gave a nutrition talk to the girls, actually. You know, just really knowledgeable on nutrition and fitness, and she's making her way up in the MMA world. We're all really excited to see where she goes and what she does, and Coach Matt is still a huge supporter of hers, and he's watched Gabby play for a long time.
Oh yeah, I don't think I can mess with your sister and say the wrong thing and she might break my arm.
She's pretty buff.
My shoulder's already messed up, so I don't need it broken.
Well, the funniest part is you see how tall Gabby is sitting here next to you. Her other sister is the same height as her. Her brother coming in at about 6'3". Her mom is 5'11", and then Cheyenne comes in at a solid 5'4", but she is by far the toughest of the siblings.
Yeah.
Wow.
She puts us all in check.
She gets in a cage and lets people swing on her for a living. I don't think we find tougher people than that in this world.
Oh yeah, she makes sure we all know who's boss around the house. That's for sure.
Yeah, and as we get back to the game, 8 minutes left. Solano dominating the Lady Storm. And you can see Matt Borchert staying with his deep rotation. As he has Cameron Hatcher, Jillian Glenn, Kayla Fernando, Jessica Rapola, and Sophia Dell all in the ball game right now. As Kiara McKenzie misses the first free throw attempt, shooting 60% from the free throw line. And she makes the second free throw. Sophia Dell with the ball. Dell looking to set up the offense and gives it to Glenn. Glenn gives it to Hatcher. Hatcher finds Glenn down low off the lucky bounce, and Glenn finishes at the basket.
And that just speaks to the coaching Coach Matt does. I mean, she was able to keep her composure there. She's not a starter. She's getting to play in this fourth quarter, and she was able to recontrol that ball and put it up and get a point on the board.
As Kiara McKenzie with a tough layup gets it to go in. Sophia Dell with the mid-range shot gets it to go in. Right now they're going back and forth. Irvin passes it to McKenzie. McKenzie misses.
And I think that's just pure exhaustion at this point. She had an open shot, but her shoulders just didn't seem to have the strength.
Jessica Rapola, who is not exhausted, hits another three-point shot. And Irvin dribbling, gives it to Christensen. Christensen gives it to Tresnowski. Tresnowski gives it to Irvin. Irvin penetrates, goes up against Dale, and gets the layup to go in.
Yeah, we'll see if Solano can hit 100 points.
I think they're going to do it easily. We got
6 minutes, 8 points.
Yeah, and with the way they're shooting three-point shots, they could get that in 3 more shots.
Yeah, Rapolo is out here tonight saying, "Hey, coach, look, I'm good enough to be on that starting roster. I'll prove it to you." She has hit, I think, almost every three-point shot she's gone for.
Yeah, I played in the All-Star game with her at the end of the year where all the teams combined, and I don't think she ever missed one shot that she put up.
As you can see,
Zerby says, "Me too, coach."
Sabrina Zerby hitting a three-point shot of her own. And like we were talking about earlier, most of these girls are freshmen. I think most of the sophomores are in the starting lineup except for Cassandra Jones. But most of these are freshmen that are playing, and we get to see them next year. As Lizzie Rourke is in the game. Gets fouled down low.
Yeah, we're going to see an exciting program here over the next few years. I mean, it's always exciting, but this group of girls just seems to mesh so well.
Yeah, I think Matt Borchert could be like the Greg Popovich of community basketball.
I would agree with that.
As Kiara McKenzie has the ball. McKenzie gives it to Tresnowski. Wisniewski almost traveling, gives it to Mick McKenzie. Mick McKenzie does travel. However, and it will be Solano's ball. And Sophia Dale has the ball. Gives it to Vi Lottie. Lottie gives it to Sabrina Zerby. Zerby looking to get to the basket. Gives it to Dale for the three. Misses. Rebound by McKenzie. And Vi Lottie playing good defense. Almost gets the steal. As Mick McKenzie goes up for the mid-range shot. Misses. Rebound by Sophia Dale. And she should have just let that one go out of bounds as she steps on the line.
Another thing, Napa is actually throwing up some pretty good shots. They're just not getting lucky enough to go in, you know?
Yeah, and that's mostly because they're exhausted right now.
Yep.
Trying to keep up with the fast-paced tempo that Solano has going. And once they get you tired, then that's pretty much it. As Dell feeds Glenn down low. She misses. Rebound by Mick McKenzie. Gives it to McKenzie. McKenzie slowing it up. She gives it to Tresnowski. Tresnowski being patient. Gives it to Mick McKenzie. Mick McKenzie goes to the hole with the spin move. Goes up and gets fouled.
That was a great move.
It was a great move. Mick McKenzie at the free throw line, shooting 50% from the line this season. Alyssa McKenzie averaging 6.4 points per game, but 6.6 rebounds per game. So she's having an okay season.
Yeah, and it's challenging to tell really what these girls could do if they had five more women on their bench.
Stella Havea gets the pass from Sumni De Silva.
Because as Gabby Smith keeps saying, these girls are talented. She's seen them play before. They all love the game. They're hardworking, but it's hard to do it alone.
Stella Havea gets called for a foul after blocking the first shot. And Alyssa McKenzie will head back to the free throw line. McKenzie gets ready for the first shot. She makes it. Mick McKenzie getting ready for her second shot. And she also gets that one to go in. Glenn inbounds the ball to De Silva. De Silva gives it back to Glenn. Glenn gives it to Zerby. Zerby gives it to Lottie. Lottie gives it to Havea. Havea gives it to De Silva. De Silva goes in for the layup and gets it to go in. Tresnowski bringing the ball up court, being guarded by Vi Lottie. Tresnowski looking to dump it off. Goes baseline, finds Amy Christensen for the mid-range shot and gets it to go in. De Silva bringing the ball up court. Ooh, with a beautiful pass to Havea, but she cannot finish the basket. As McKenzie has the ball, gives it to Tresnowski. Tresnowski looking for a Mick McKenzie. Tresnowski finds Irvin. Irvin gives it to Mick McKenzie. Mick McKenzie with the travel. She forgot to put the ball on the ground and took 2 steps. And Solano will inbound the ball. De Silva bringing the ball up court. De Silva gives it to Havea. Havea finds Glenn off the curl. Glenn gives it to Lottie. Lottie gives it to De Silva. De Silva shoots the three, and she hits it. And
they hit 100 points.
And with that basket, Solano has eclipsed 100 points in this game, now with a score of 102-38 with 2.5 minutes left. As Kiara McKenzie drives to the hoop, and she gets fouled. The foul is on Vi Lottie, I believe.
We see Coach over here moaning. He's like, girls, don't get sloppy now.
Yeah, I wonder if they just played sloppy on purpose. What would he do?
I don't want to know.
That would be a horrible practice the next day.
I'll leave the gym.
Yeah, I would definitely leave too, because I feel like he'll be like, everybody in the stands, y'all could join them too and run these laps.
I think we'd see a lot of objects being thrown. No, I'm kidding.
Wide open lane.
Yeah, that was nice by De Silva.
Somi De Silva finishing the basket. Yeah, and everybody on the Solano roster has had a tremendous game tonight.
And where is Heritage High School?
Brentwood.
Brentwood, okay. So De Silva comes from Heritage High School out of Brentwood, California.
As Vi Lottie gives it to Somi De Silva. De Silva gives it to Havea. Havea to Zerby. Zerby to Lottie. Lottie to Glenn. Glenn to De Silva. De Silva to Havea. Havea for the three, and she cashes it in.
Swish.
I think everyone on the court right now has hit a three.
I think so.
Yeah, most likely. As Trznowski has the ball.
And I think almost all of them have hit two, except for De Silva, but she has the least court time, so let's see if she can get one more in before the end of this game.
As Trznowski turns the ball over to Zerby. Trznowski gets the steal. And the fast break layup, she blows it. And like we were saying, she's just tired at this point.
You can see the exhaustion on their faces.
As Havea passes it to Zerby. Zerby gives it to Lottie for the three. Rebound by number 41, Amy Christensen. Depp passes up to Trznowski. Trznowski for the three. Misses. Rebound by Sabrina Zerby. Zerby passes it to De Silva. De Silva taking her time, wasting the clock. Threads the needle and gets it into Lottie, who gives it to Glenn, and Glenn gets fouled.
So we have 18 seconds here on the clock in the fourth quarter of this Solano College Napa Valley women's basketball game.
As Julian Glenn misses the first free throw. Getting ready for the second free throw. And she hits that one. Trznowski throws it up to Christensen. Christensen will hold the ball. She attacks the basket, throws it to Irvin. Irvin throws it back to Christensen. Christensen goes up for the mid-range shot, misses. Rebound by Julian Glenn, and that will be the ball game. With a score of 108-39, Solano dominates and get the victory tonight. And for both of you, what did you see from Solano that just let you know that they are tough to defeat?
They just didn't stop. The aggressiveness, the intensity, it was all there tonight. they did a great job, defense and offense. They're just a great team, and they have great coaches that push them to do their best every day, every practice, and he doesn't stop, none of them. And to see all the love on this court from these girls, it's just impressive.
Yeah, she took my words. I was going to say they just didn't let up. And, you know, this sometimes is hard to do. When you play at a team that just isn't able to compete at the same level as you find yourself often dropping your level of play. But in this case, Coach Matt does not let them do that. They have to play at the best level they can play at all times, and we saw that. That's why that score was what it was at the end, 108 to 39. This Solano team is going to do some impressive stuff this year.
Yeah, and with that being said, the score of 108 to 39, Solano gets the victory very easily tonight. I am joined by Gabby and Gabby. I am Anthony Williams. I will see you Thursday, January 11th, for the women's game against Merritt College. See you later.
Ja, ja, ja. Ja, ja, ja.